matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now for the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Down.
That's Samuel caught left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Let's go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Here's 2nd and 7.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Young to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Touchdown, Detroit! 72 yards on the punt return.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. We are in it to win it. Hey, way to make the play. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run, but how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. 7 yards there and a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Strike! Strike!
And he will find his man, Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Come on, set!
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Here is Young. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Chop, 17. Red, yellow.
Now Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Ready, set!
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Lions 14.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
On the ready. Right there, baby. On the line of scrimmage.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Ready. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, hold feet. Hey, check mega. Ready?
Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Ready?
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
An audible here to get a new look.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Red.
Throwing, Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Gets by him at the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Lions 21, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5.
Smash, smash.
That first down, fellas.
Ultra. Go ultra. Mega, mega.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And Debo going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made up at the 27.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Set.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. McCaffrey running up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Feel black. You can make a play here. Just be patient. Just take it to him.
Young working out of the gun. Flushed out right.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 10. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Now back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Christian McCaffrey. He's to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They're on 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
They'll set up to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A quick throw there out to Williams. Now he's free at the 35. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 54 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown in the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run with McCaffrey off the option. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Miles. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. first time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ready 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Black shot. Green jack. Hey, blue.
And they just get the play off. Now Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Young, he's going to change it up.
To throw is Young. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 57 yards. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And off now to Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. And here's motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw.
Right side to Williams.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Jameson Williams.
With career touchdown number 94, he ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Able to find Gray here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
From the 23, here's second down and 5. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Down.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Let's go.
From the 34-yard line, here's a second and 4.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Ready, break.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Red, cycle, black, ultra.
Looking to throw. Young steps away.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. He will be right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
DeForest Buckner, a Pro Bowler when he played for the 49ers, there on the stop.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Check, smash. Ready?
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Keep going.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now Young. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Come on, guys, you got this. Just win. Hey, you got this. You got it. All right, fellas. One more time. Come on.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Red green. Ready.
Young. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And we are all tied here in the final stages.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Taken at the goal line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To the outside, that's complete to Williams.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. look to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get it thrown away. He's taken down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts. But this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Lions now they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
And the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
69 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? You're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the offensive movement to the west.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Another run for Gibbs here.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
That is caught.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let